Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, I want to state all praises, honor, and glory to you.
Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakadash.
All praises to the world calls God. His true name in the Hebrews, Yahweh. Bahashim meaning the name, Yahushai being the name of the only begotten Son. And the brother Tazabah, got the brother Tazar here.
Okay.
Do a little lesson while we on the work. So now I was listening to the Bible app, going to Sirach, the 16th chapter, and basically it sparked a whole lesson because Esau is not going to have anything that he's worked for. Everything he labored for, everything he put all this energy into trying to keep it. Like when you look at how he's operating within the world, how he's using all these schemes to try to keep the American hegemony, to keep the dollar, the reserve currency, and try to beat down all these nations to accept whatever he puts out. All this shit is in an attempt for him to keep his kingdom, right? The mark of the beast is an attempt for him to keep his kingdom. But all the shit that he's worked for, that it's not going to stay with him, man. But I'll get it real quick. This is Sirach 16:13. It says, "The sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated." Right? So it said the sinner shall not escape with his spoils. And Esau, though the law wasn't given unto him, right? He's still that sinner because he took on the law for himself. Right? I'm gonna get this rolling real quick. This is Psalms 50 and 17, and then you can get whatever you got.
Okay.
Psalms 50 and 17. And it says, I started 16, it says, "But unto the wicked the Most High said, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?" You see, the wicked had took in the covenant, the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord in their mouth, so they took this on themselves. So now he has a sin. Now he has that ability to be in that slot because he tried to pull these things and act like he was one of the chosen. It says, "See, now hatest instruction and casteth my word behind thee." You see? So he hated the instruction and he cast the word behind him. So we know now that Esau is that sinner, so he's not going to save. He's not going to escape, because that's his intention, to try to escape the judgment with everything that he stole. You got it, bro.
Right. I want to grab this. This is Obadiah 1, and I'm going to start at 3. It says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock." And when you go to Job, it tell you exactly who dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, which we know is Esau. Okay. It says, "Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me? So like, who shall bring me down to the ground?" And it shows you how prideful he is, man. You know, just for you to, steal a society, because this is exactly what you did, enforce wickedness on a society, shows how contrary you are from the Lord, and how the Lord, that's why scriptures say what? Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated, and it's clear on why Esau is to be hated, man. Okay. It says, though thou exalt, it's like in 3 back, it says, "That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?" 4, it says, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle," and if there was a mascot for, if there was a mascot for America, man, it would be eagle, okay? And if you do your research on the eagle, you see how the eagle operates, and it's clear as day, why it's compared to Esau. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars. And they actually have a coin you could Google. I remember the brother that used to be in the camp.
Copter.
He brought it to he brought the coin to camp and shit, and it was an eagle putting a nest on the moon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's $50.
Yeah. He said he was like, "Look, man," and I'm like, "That's scriptures, man." Okay, it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. And you got to think, like, the Lord it gives hints on things to look for, but only a prophet is going to be able to have a spirit or be spiritual enough to see, because it's not a coincidence that this scripture came out way before that coin did. So it's not a coincidence that coin, is that they have that coin, and that shows you how they don't fear the Lord, because it's like, we were ruling, we wouldn't have a coin like that. We wouldn't have our currency wouldn't resemble any evilness, man. Okay. It says, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, though thou set thy nest among the stars, this will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh." If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? It says, would they not have stolen till they had enough? And like the brothers just got out, these people have stolen, but they oversteal. Like stealing is wicked, but these motherfuckers are steal for eternity if they could, because that's how they get down. It says, as the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Yeah, it's a question because they haven't. It's the law, right? If I'm not mistaken, where if you had a vineyard, you were supposed to leave
the corners.
so the poor could come eat, man. But Esau, he get down in a completely different way. And if he ever gives the poor anything, it's really to keep the peace so he could execute his plan. Because if they didn't have like food stamps or didn't have these different government assistance programs, it'll be war in the streets all the time.
Yeah. This is 2 Corinthians 11:14. It says, no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into the angel of light, and that's Esau, right? So like we was touching on before, this devil has committed all these sins. He's propped himself up to now. He's the Most High. He's the people of righteousness, and look what he's done, right? This devil, he will reap an entire field down, and the scriptures tell you the field is the world.
Yeah.
So look what he does when he goes into a land. If it has even a semblance of any type of rich resource, mineral, anything, that land is completely barren by the time he's done. Well, everything that he stole in that process is going back to the Israelites, man. Everything, every single little iota of what he got. This is First Maccabees. Get this real quick. First Maccabees 3 and 48. And it says, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. So look what he's done. He's put himself in the spot of being the people of the Lord. So now he has sin. He has the ability to sin. Like we always break down how the heathen can't really sin because the law wasn't given unto them. They can't, technically sin, but the fact that they've taken these things upon themselves, now the judgment comes against them. Now they have to deal with that. This is Revelation 18.
Because it's still punishment for evilness. And what you did was blasphemous, So it's punishment for the way for the evil you conducted. Just like in a kingdom, the other nations aren't going to have the law written in their inward parts. The elect is going to be, they're going to police the universe, when we be part of that number, but we're going to have to keep the other nations in line when they go off, Here right now, Esau he's blasphemed. Look, he took the image down, put it as himself. He said that he's the people of the Lord, right? And it's not the case, but it's still punishment for evilness.
Yeah. Yeah. This is Revelation 18:5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, the Most High had remembered her iniquities. And that's America, Babylon the Great, and who rules it? A whore that sits upon the beast, which is America, man. Esau, Edom. The Lord remembered all those sins, and he reached unto heaven. Your sins are so bad that it's right before the Lord. Right? They counsel right before the reward. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, and the cup she had filled to her double. So there's a restitution, there's a reciprocity that has to happen in the spirit that the Lord ordained. You got one?
This is Psalms 49:11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. And that's why you'll see Esau, right? He'll have a plan after plan after plan after plan, but he know not when the Lord is going to make his move, because yet he'll still have bunkers, right? He'll still have different, space militaries and all this. He still has us just in case, knowing that he's not, because eventually the elites know that they're going to go down. They just don't know when, It says that I was reading an article the other day, like a couple days ago, 2 days ago, and it was like so-called UFOs keep popping up next to nuclear sites, right? So really, in my opinion, just me speaking as a man, Putin probably been wanting to press the button on this. Like these other nations probably been wanting to press the buttons on this place, but they can't do it until the elect is sealed.
Yep.
Because what scripture say? What the angels holding back the four winds,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they didn't hit a button in the chariots and cut off the power, so it didn't, So it's just like the Lord controls everything.
And you got the one in not Maccabees, but Second Ezra says, the Lord that not move nor stir the time until the said measure be fulfilled. Nothing's gonna go past whatever the Lord wants. It's all on the Lord's time. So these heathen, they can't do anything outside of what the Lord wants them to do. So it's not even time, right? Like the brother said, the elect's being sealed, but that judgment is still written in the heavens to where you're going to be punished for all the wickedness that you've done. Right? Everything you stole, you're gonna have to give everything back, man. Everything back. And who'd you steal it for? Well, the scriptures tell you the earth was made for our sakes, talking about the Israelites. But we don't possess an inheritance with the world. Well, when you go down, that's when our inheritance will really fully be given back unto us.
Hey, and part of that inheritance is you guys going into subjection.
Yeah.
Because not only are you going to give what you stole back, you're actually going to give yourselves as well.
Yeah.
Which means that you're going to be in captivity and work along with the rest of the heathen, and eventually Esau will be destroyed, because in Obadiah it says there should be no more remaining of the house of Esau. Okay? So, man, but I'll finish this out real quick. It says, I'll start back. Psalms 49:11, it says, the inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, and that's evident, right? They call their lands after their own names, like America, right? Africa, like these different places, man. Where they try to set up their rule at, but eventually all their rule is going to be, overthrown and destroyed.
Let me get this. This is Psalms 50 and Psalms 50 and 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before their eyes. So this devil was able to do all this wickedness. When you read from the 17th verse to the 20th verse, it tells you how they gave their mouth to evil. They saw a thief and they consented with them.
Yep.
They were partakers with adulterers. All these things. They loved deceit. They spoke against and slandered their own mother's son. So the Lord has a judgment for those things, man. This is Job 20 and 18. Because at the end of the day, this is the end of all that strife. Job 20 and start at 17. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter, meaning he's not going to get the promised land.
Right.
Honey represents, basically riches. Butter represents the abundance of milk, and for you to have abundance of milk, you have to have abundance of cattle, arable land for you to sustain that. So it all goes back to riches, right? That which he had labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, he shall not rejoice therein. So according to all that he has is the restoring. He's going to have to give all that up. He said he's going to vomit up those riches. Verse 19, it says, because he had oppressed and forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away a house that he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. He's going to be completely and utterly just broken down. No return. Right? You got a precept?
I don't.
All right, bro.
Well, no, let me grab this, bro, because this just popped in my mind. Just to confirm what we were saying. This is Isaiah 60. And I'll go to 10. It says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, and the Lord smote Israel, because we went off, and that was part of the curses. It says, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee, and part of that mercy is us receiving his truth, knowledge and wisdom and understanding, man, in that promise, which, includes the having the heathen, as slaves, basically. It says, therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. So Micah 2:10 says, this is not our rest, but what I'm reading, which is going to be in the kingdom, is definitely going to be our rest, to where we're not going to have to work. We ain't going to have to do none of that. right? When you have slaves, you ain't gonna have to work. You know, it's like just imagine the business we do, and we could have that some AI system to where it made phone calls, it did every objection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It made all the phone all day till you told it to stop. You wouldn't have to do nothing. You know what I mean? And it sounded like a real person. You know, it's like having a slave. It says, which we're gonna have these nations in captivity. It says, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. It says, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. So, nation and kingdom that will not serve us, they're going to perish, man. Okay, and that's written here. Okay.
Sure, man. Come, bro. And that's really what it is, man. So, you know, Lord willing is to edify them. It's to call halal, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Shalom.
Shalom.